Happy Wednesday. We are back for your AEW Dynamite Road Rager live reaction. Should be a fun night of wrestling because really all we have is Dynamite. There's really nothing else to talk about. Nothing else is going on in the world of wrestling. Pretty slow news day. There was that little story about, you might not have seen it. It was just like kind of a blip. The owner of WWE, I forget his name, a billionaire, just huge, big presence, billionaire guy on TV all the time, being investigated by his own board of directors or his own board. Wall Street Journal published an article today saying that Vince McMahon, that's his name, Vince McMahon, had reportedly had an adulterous affair with a coworker and had some shady financial dealings going on behind the scenes, including a hush money payment of several $1 million. Adultery and corruption, that's what puts smiles on fans' faces. The casual audience loves that stuff. You know, CM Punk is the biggest financial flop in wrestling history, not paying $3 million of hush money that has now become unhushed. Stand up for WWE. What's up, guys? Hope you're having a good one. Crazy, crazy news day. Probably the only thoughts you're going to be able to get out of me on the Vince McMahon stuff is whatever we just happen to be randomly discussing here as we watch Dynamite tonight, which is about to start in 1 minute. I'll probably have some full detailed comments on this entire situation on Saturday's podcast. But the Vince news just broke a few hours ago, and it's kind of a big deal. And I personally believe, just based on the vibe that this is putting off, I think this could go down as a really historical day in wrestling. I don't think that Vince McMahon is going to be able to dodge the bullet this time. He's dodged a lot of bullets. He's dodged bazookas. He's dodged missiles. He's dodged asteroid impacts and somehow survived all of this. That might have ended today, depending on what the investigation uncovers. But the fact that one McMahon after another seems to be leaving the company. Did they expect this? Did they know, the other shoe was going to drop and it was going to be a big deal? Yeah, my God. So we'll be talking about that in addition to tonight's Road Rager. I'll tell you what, who's really pleased with Vince McMahon right now is Jeff Hardy, because the heat is at least off him for a little bit, and he was probably going to be a pretty big topic of conversation tonight as we watch Dynamite, because the Hardys, of course, have been pulled from the ladder match. But yeah. Should be a very interesting night of hanging out and watching wrestling. So after that news, I need a frosty beverage. Cheers to you. Open up my trusty Stella. I think it's going to be a one beer night tonight because I have other stuff to do. My, oh my. Hell yeah, Vince is trending #1. We know that. Dynamite is kicking off. Let me do some shout-outs here in just a second. Let's just see what we kick off with. That's right. They are in St. Louis this evening for Road Rager. Some interesting matches on the show. We got Dax Harwood and Will Osprey. Ought to be fun. We got a hair match tonight. Wardlow's taking on like 20 people. Tanahashi and Mox, I believe, have a face-to-face. And something else is going on. And a ladder match for the tag team titles. All right, here comes, I guess, Jericho. So this must be the hair match. This is Jericho and Ortiz, correct? All right, while Jericho is making his entrance and everybody's singing to the Fozzy, let me say hello to Justin, Destiny, Janine, and Barry. Happy birthday to Bailey. Didn't know today was Bailey's birthday. Good for her. June 15th, girl, huh? All right, happy birthday to Bailey. Barry kind of likes Bailey a little bit. I think she's like your 16th or 17th favorite wrestler, right, Barry? Rodrigo, Sex Machine, makes two of us. Tim Barsh, Lee, Roderick, Ronnie in the house. Got something to tell you. Roderick, Chaz, How Wheezy, and K-Dog's Kennel is here as well. Monkey Wrench Party, TJ, Marcus, Angie is here as well. Ahmed, Alex, Toxic Banana, Rafe, Ratnick, Ben. Right on. Good to see you guys here on this very, very interesting Wednesday. As Dynamite kicks off. All right, so this is hair versus hair. I can't see Jericho shaving his head bald. I don't think he could pull it off quite like Austin, Goldberg, Morgan. Not sure if Jericho, but especially since he's had the work done, you can clearly see he's had the plugs up top. I think he went to LeBron's guy. Look at Jake Hager. Why are guys wearing that shit now? Why are you going to wear a matching shirt and matching shorts? That's weird. Ortiz. I can't do the tongue roll thing. I mean, are they going to shave Ortiz? I kind of like Ortiz's hair. I like it when it's all out and, like, puffy. Because he just looks crazy. He just looks like a crazy person that you'd see, like, on the streets of L.A. or something. And I think that's a hell of a gimmick. It's the fashion now. Yeah, a lot of things are the fashion now that I don't understand. What's going on, Colin? 3 of your wife's 4 recipes that I'm sending her are typed up. I just got to finish the last one, and I'll kick those over to her via DM on the Twitter machine. Sorry for the delay. I kind of forgot I said I was going to do that until you reminded me. But luckily, I already had them started, so I've got some good ones for her. You're loving the lady ref. You want me to get you Aubrey's number? I don't know if I want to get in the habit of just passing out people's phone numbers. She'd kill me. I love that they have the barber's chair there. Oh, Jericho with the flare flop. Work is going great. Rafe, we're heading into the summertime, which is going to be very busy for me. As a matter of fact, there are going to be some Wednesdays here or there I'm going to miss. Just FYI. AEW haters are awfully quiet today. I bet they are. I'm actually surprised they are because I thought they would still find a way to twist this shit. I saw a couple of comments right off the bat, like less than 20 minutes after the news broke. And people are like, oh, come on. It's all heads of companies do this. I'm like, you motherfuckers. If Tony Khan, this same story would have came out about Tony Khan, you've been jizzing on yourself in happiness, in glee, because now you get another reason to tear him down. But then it's Vince, you're just going to blow it off. Oh, let's locker room talk. I can't for the life of me figure out why Vince McMahon and Donald Trump are friends. I don't know why. I wonder what it could be. I'm excited for Tony and Britt, especially if Tony gets the win. Not much. I'm going to be talking a lot here, so if the commentary team mentions anything about Jeff Hardy, be curious to know that. I mean, they don't want to pretend like the match was never advertised, right? Ugh. Or maybe they do. They just want to not make any mention of him and just go about their business. Cheers to you. A little adult candy. I mean, I could have came up and done... I love that move. I could have came up and done a quick video on Vince today. It's just, I think we're going to get so much information. So, we're going to unpack it hardcore on Saturday on the Winged Eagle. Jeff Hardy comments also on my channel right now, if you haven't seen those yet. I posted those late last night. I recorded them yesterday afternoon, but then I had to go to work. So I wasn't able to edit it and put it up to YouTube until late last night. Oof! So, it's on my channel now. Pitcher in pitcher. Here we go. In case you guys want it, here is the Jeff Hardy link. Deshaun, good one. Let me scroll up here during the commercial and knock out Michael Kumos. $5 that he sent in a minute ago. Thank you very much for that, my friend. As always, yo, Greg, this weekend going to meet Mick Foley, Hacksaw Jim Duggan, and Jake the Snake Roberts. Very excited. Ed, yes, I would be too. Interesting personalities there. All at the same time. That's really cool. That must be some convention. Congrats to you, man. Get pictures with everybody. I've only met Foley. I guess I've met Foley twice, but they were years and years and years ago when he was still wrestling. So I would love to meet him today. I'm very jealous of that. So enjoy that, Michael. Thanks for stopping in as well. Deshaun, appreciate the 5 from you. Greg, who's more unprofessional, Naomi and Sasha or Vinnie Mac and Mr. Budget Cuts? That's just the funniest shit, about the Naomi and Sasha stuff. They're unprofessional. Oh, my God. The pretzels people will twist themselves into. It is mind-blowing. But, yeah, it's pretty hard to even defend or try to pretend it didn't happen, this Vince McMahon stuff. I know Fox News has given 50% of the country a lot of practice on pretending shit didn't happen, but this one might be a little bit too hard to ignore. Thanks, Raffman. If you guys are not following me on Twitter, do it at Good Mic Work. Titus for new WWE CEO, I'd be all about that. Hell yeah. Yeah, Angie, I'm sure this is not the first affair Vince has ever had to pay hush money for. Laurinaitis, I was a little bit shocked by. I was too, because Laurinaitis isn't he with the Bella twins' mother? So what is she thinking right now? She's reading all this, and she's got to go, were you gifted a woman by Vince McMahon? Did Vince give you a woman? Did that really happen? Because that's what some of these investigations are alleging. Yikes. Ugly situation, and I got no sympathy for any of those fuckers, especially Laurinaitis and especially for Vince. I've always believed in accountability. Best advice and lesson I was ever taught by my dad since age 6. What goes around comes around. And sometimes it takes a long fucking time for it to come around, but it does. Truth always comes out. Vince is fucking 80, Couldn't happen to a nicer guy as far as I'm concerned. Yeah, if Vince is, I don't know how any of this works. I don't know how it works when your own board is investigating you. But if something is discovered here that essentially, because Vince is a fighter, he's not going to walk away from his own company either. So it would have to be a situation where he would be forced to resign or step down or step away. And maybe that's what he knows is going to happen and why he's positioning his family to get the hell out of there. And maybe there's not going to be a McMahon associated with WWE for very long. I think the company is probably set to be sold. Maybe at a discounted price now in light of these allegations. Don't know how it's going to affect WWE in the long term, their TV negotiations and all that stuff. The ripple effect could be huge. Oh, nice cutter. That's why I don't think I'm quite equipped enough to come up here and do a video on it unless we're just recklessly speculating like we are now. Best to wait till Saturday till I can read the information and we can really look at it and see what the hell's going on here. Don't sound good, though. All these fans out there obsessed with Tony Khan. Obsessed with Tony Khan. Throbbing red, sore, gaping buttholes over Tony Khan because he's a wrestling fan who acts a little quirky sometimes and seems to be all in on making his professional wrestling promotion a success instead of just some random owner who just happens to have a lot of money that doesn't give a shit about wrestling, just owns it, and then if it stops making money, he's just going to dump it. You got a guy who's invested, lifelong fan, who has billions of dollars and has enough money to start his own federation and pay talent. That's what we have a problem with. We're mad at him. Vince McMahon fucking everything that moves, no problem. Tony Khan's the problem in wrestling. Fucking idiots. Dipshits. By the way, the rule of this stream, no pussy grabbing. None of that. Ooh. Code breaker. To Ortiz. Oh, he kicked out. Haven't been giving Ortiz and Jericho the love it deserves here. No, Alex, Dynamite just started. That tag team ladder match might be the main event. I would not be surprised if the Bucks win the titles. Jurassic Express has survived an awful lot. Walls of Jericho. Come on, Jericho. Jericho's got so much backup, and Ortiz still makes the ropes. Oh, yeah, Boxman is there. Who is this? Oh, it's the... Oh, it's Wheeler and Santana. And it's a Pier 6. It's a Donnybrook. It's a brouhaha. I don't know, Steven. I kind of do want the Bucks to win the titles to set up them and FTR again. Jericho just got hit with the John Cena dragon elbow or punch or whatever the hell it's called. Jupiter punch. Ah. I thought Ortiz was going to steal Jericho's locks. Oh, shout out to the Dusty Sucks Eggs shirt in the crowd. That's old school right there. Dusty Sucks Eggs. How do you even get a Dusty Sucks Eggs shirt? I haven't seen that in 40 years. Ooh, spaghetti meatballs or spaghetti bolognese? Depends on who's making the bolognese. I've had good and bad. Oh, there's Fuego del Sol. What's he doing? What's he got? A Fuego heel turn? Oh, please tell me Fuego's going to join the JAS. I love it. And as expected, Jericho does win, but nobody expected he would win with help from Fuego del Sol, who is an 11th grader who was given a contract and is just about as white meat of a babyface as you can get. Motherfucker just turned heel. Love it. Wait, that's Sammy Guevara. Maybe not. It almost looks like Sammy under there. No, it's not Sammy. I was about to say, it does kind of look like Sammy under there. I think it is Sammy. I think it is Sammy Guevara. That's Sammy Guevara. You can tell by his teeth. Take it off. Whoosh. There we go. That's Sammy. I was about to say. Ha ha. Loved it. Looked just like him, though, from the wide cam. Once we got a close-up, I'm like, that ain't Fuego. That ain't Fuego. So, Sammy, you know what? That's a good move for them to do. Sammy should join the Jericho Appreciation Society. History with all those guys, or at least a couple of them from Inner Circle. And with his relationship with Ty Conti, has just essentially turned him heel anyway. Oh, yeah, we got a haircutting coming up. Look at this guy. He's a total wrestler. Sammy sucks. See, now you have a reason to boo him. I hope Ty Conti joins JAS too. I hope she starts sports entertaining the shit out of us. I've only been iPhone. I've never had anything else other than an iPhone. iPhone. Oh, he's going to do it himself. Why not? I'd actually probably do that too. I'm like, look, if I have to do this, I'll fucking do it. Man of his word. Cutting off his locks. Blood and guts. Oh, speaking of blood, stop cutting yourself. Ow, 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 ow. You cannot use those clippers on a sweaty head. You're going to cut the shit out of yourself. I'm beautiful on the inside. I'm innocence personified. This shit. This is going to be like People's Court. The People's Court. I used to watch this shit kind of when I was a kid. It used to be on when I was a kid. I didn't really watch it. My girlfriend was once contacted by Judge Judy over something with like an old landlord or something. She didn't do it, but they sent her a letter and everything. You want to come on Judge Judy? Here comes Wardlow. Yeah, props to the St. Louis crowd to be in a little fun tonight. Wherever they were last week, I forgot. It seemed like it was a flat crowd. But still a super fun Dynamite. Just crowd seemed flatter. I don't know. All right, Wardlow. So this is like a 20-on-1 handicap match. Do each one of these guys he beats counts as a win? That's what WCW would have done with Goldberg. Put him down for 20 more. Yeah, I sometimes forget John Cena did lose back-to-back WrestleMania main events, didn't he? What did he do at 26? I think he won the title at 26. But that wasn't the main event. Or he retained the title. One or the other. I forget. Wardlow. We love us some Wardlow here on the channel. I do think he needs... I'm not really feeling the music, but I'm not listening that hard. Hire Jim Johnson to give him some music. Oh, that's right. It was Batista. I forgot. This is 20-on-1. He's already eliminated them just by knocking them off the ring. So it's just a sumo wrestling match, right? Oh, God. Now he's going to do the whole bust him out thing. No way. Did you guys rehearse this? Fucking Mark Sterling rocking the Jim Cornette gear out there. Look at him. Oh, wow. He almost lost that fella. Oh. So does that mean he wins? Did he just beat 20 guys in 30 seconds? Here comes the fourth Uso brother. Oh. Here comes Ilya Dragunov. Oh. Who's this old guy? 1 and 2. They know the numbers? Staff. I just stacked the motherfuckers. I don't know. Is any of this legal? Just pinning guys face down. This guy looks like the same guy that was doing the haircutting earlier. Yeah, I hate that. Yeah, I don't like it. It's pretty ridiculous that they're trying to make it seem like 20 people could beat Wardlow. It's going to take at least 50, 60 to realistically beat him. 20? Psh, I could beat 20. At least 3 or 4 times that. 7, 8, and 9 have been eliminated. These people just have numbers. That would have been funny if she was like, the white guy with the long hair has been eliminated. The skinny prick has been eliminated. Ugh. Oh, God. It's hard for Wardlow to perform with all these bats flying around in here. He's got them. Stack them and pack them. Stack them, pack them, and rack them. Fred Thompson, Die Hard, 1992. Spectre, appreciate that $20, man. Thank you so much. Hey, Greg, ain't staying long. Can't watch tonight. Hope the show was good. Also, just want to say I hope Jeff Hardy rots in jail for what he did. I've lost someone very close to a drunk driver. No excuse for driving like that. One can certainly understand that reaction, especially if you've been directly affected by a drunk driver, and lots of people have. Losing a loved one, family member, friend, anybody to a drunk driving accident is not going to, make you have a whole lot of sympathy for people that choose to go out and do that type of stuff. So it's hard to kind of argue with you there, Spectre. Sorry you can't stay tonight, but appreciate that very generous drop, and good to see you as always. God, Wardlow is continuing just to powerbomb these fools on top of one another. Where's he going? Caught the little guy. Ugh. That guy's in Marco Stunt and Leo Rush weight category. He's very little. And he pinned the last 6 of them. That's great. All plaintiffs. This case is dismissed. I love it. See, some of the silliness you kind of like. This is what wrestling is supposed to be. You're supposed to have some silly shit on there. It's not supposed to be all serious. Oh, Mark Sterling. Don't adjust your sets, as Jim Ross and Gordon Solie both used to say. Oh, God. Ooh. I love it. Put Wardlow in there with Scorpio. Belt him now. Tyrone Woodley, I think I know who that is. I don't know shit about MMA. Don't like to see people get their faces bashed in. Just not my thing. I said right now. Right on, Spectre. Happy to hear that. Tony Khan, I know you're watching. Yeah, he's back there with a headset on. I'm sure he's well aware of what's going on. What, Wardlow's going to try to turn him? Nice. They're turning on him. I love it. That is some brightly colored clothes right there. Is he just patriotic, or is he just getting his Jim Cornette on? Look at Dan Lambert. He's so upset. That's a shame. I have no idea why it's called Road Rager. Probably not the greatest title, considering the road bender that Jeff Hardy recently went on. Play for free. I love DraftKings, folks. You should too. Okay, JR. I just wish I could find out more about DraftKings, you know? Where do you find out more? Because you never hear anything. Rodrigo, I don't eat a ton of Chipotle. I've had them near me. I've had it probably 5 times, but I have a lot of friends who are obsessed with Chipotle, and I'm just not. They're okay, but I live in San Diego where Mexican food is on point. Much better around here than that. Yeah, we're all hoping for the best for Jeff Hardy, but it's really hard to have a ton of sympathy for him, you know? Well, you know, TJ, it doesn't take a whole lot of imagination to get the wrestling audience butthurt about stuff. It takes very little effort, minimal effort in most cases. You don't have to do anything, and they got to stick up their ass about something. So I'm not surprised that they have an issue with the MJF storyline, and they, of course, know how it should be done. Oh, I wasn't aware of that Matt Hughes guy, that MMA fighter. He was in a NAR wreck a few years back. Back when I lived in Wilmington, North Carolina, we had this burrito place called Flaming Amy's, and they know shit, and it was good too. And they were a popular spot in town, and they had the burritos were fucking this big. You had to really relax your jaw and make eye contact if you wanted to fit that thing in your mouth. But they were massive. As far as I know, Flaming Amy's is still in business. First Jeff, then Vince. It's only Wednesday. Yeah, shit like this happens in threes, right? Oh, you guys must be a little ahead of me. Are the top guys heading out? They are. I always appreciate a theme song that I can shake my booty to. It's a lot of belts, man. It's got a AAA and a Ring of Honor on them. If you guys want to hear my thoughts on the AEW title belts, that video is also on my channel as well. Gave my opinions on that last Saturday and released a mic drop on it. Dax Harwood. Yeah, this will be a fun match. It's crazy to see Will Osprey. It's crazy to see Tanahashi, too, that we'll see him later. We only got a brief glimpse of him a couple weeks ago, but Will Osprey we've seen in the ring. Lost his first AEW match. Now, Will Osprey is the New Japan, or the IWGP US champion, right? Did he win that in Dominion, or was he already the champ going into Dominion? He's not even bringing the US title with him. He's got that Rev Pro belt. Yeah, he beat Sonata last Sunday. Okay, so he did win the title at Dominion. I wasn't sure if he was already champ or he had won it. I didn't catch any at Dominion. I just know that Jay White took the title from Okada. Maybe that's because they're going to put the IWGP on Adam Page and they don't want Page to beat Okada. But Jay White cut a hell of a promo after that, and I wouldn't mind just seeing Jay White retain. He's awesome. Dax is probably like, this is pretty fucking cool. Wish we could get Ricochet over here. Where is Will Osprey from? What country? Not Australia, right? Somewhere else? Oh, is he? Good for him. Having a baby in August. Still don't think that would really affect him losing the title, though, but it might. Who knows? I ended up unsubscribing for New Japan World after 4 years. I just didn't like, I was like, I'm not going to cover their shit on YouTube too much because I just hear horror stories about them pulling off reviews and shit like that. Anything labeled New Japan or anything like that is susceptible or at risk for them filing some sort of copyright claim, even if you don't have any copyright shit in there. I didn't like any of that shit that I heard. And I was like, you know what? I'm done with them. I'll watch it from afar. And that's it. London, okay. London, England. He looks like a better shape of Napoleon Dynamite. What was his name? John Heater. Oh, that's right. We got an All-Atlantic qualifying match, probably for the tournament. Ethan Page and Miro. And Tony Storm and DMD coming up. Oof. Jesus Christ. Still got a lot planned. We got three matches, including the ladder match. Hangman. The Moxley thing and something else. Andrade, Phoenix, and Penta. You talking about them not being able to work New Japan? I mean, I briefly saw that. I mean, the success of the upcoming Forbidden Door too is probably going to play a big role on whether or not this gets done again, or or if AEW and New Japan have already agreed to do a couple of shows, and this is just the first one, or they're just agreeing to do one, see how it goes, and see what happens. I think Forbidden Door would be a great place for Johnny Gargano to debut. Because you could even do it, have him come out, and you don't really know who he's debuting for, It'd be a great opportunity for a swerve. If he comes out to, run in to help an AEW star, but then turns and is really with New Japan, Bullet Club member or something like that. But maybe in reality he'll be signed with AEW, but the storyline will be that he's with New Japan. Oh, now he's in the apron. Oh, Forbidden Door is going to be annual? Okay. Yeah, Killer Cross. I know Cross had some talks with AEW that apparently fell through. We've got another Elvis movie coming out. Yeah, now that I think about it, have we gotten any Elvis movies? I mean, I'm sure we have, but I can't think of... there's movies about everybody. JFK and Malcolm X and Buddy Holly and Richie Valens and, I don't know, Babe Ruth. Why not Elvis? Maybe there has been one about Elvis, and I'm just missing it. Cesaro at Forbidden Door. You know what? I'm kind of liking... I mean, I don't want Cesaro to go back to WWE because WWE sucks balls. But I do kind of like the idea, and it does make sense of him being the first member of Max Dupri's little gang of boy toys. They said last week that Max was detained, or he was, caught stuck in traffic, or travel, I should say, in Europe. And maybe he was in Europe visiting Cesaro. I think Cesaro lives in Florida, but, maybe he's back in Switzerland. And he went over there to visit him or something. To bring him back to be the new male model guy. Cesaro looks good dressed up. He's no Morgan, but, he's pretty good. Now, what is the appeal of Elvis? I think back in the day he had a big appeal. I have never, somebody who really loves like classic rock, I don't like any of Elvis's music, to be honest. I've never been a fan of his music or anything. I understand that he, definitely was a bridge between certain genres of music and stuff, and he did play a big role in the evolution of music overall, but not a fan of his stuff at all. The furthest I really go back is Beatles. I really, really liked Beatles. Bob Dylan, Cat Stevens. But prior to the 60s, I'm not going to be going too far back further than that. Nice. Five Germans. A lot of strength by Harwood. Queen. Love Queen. When I was a senior in high school, in a big beach weekend, me and a bunch of the guys from like the drama class, we sang Under Pressure on the balcony to like a group of students and chicks. I had a couple friends that were very musical people, and they could rock it out. Osprey's going to be suplex drunk. Is that what JR said? Speaking of Under Pressure, I was also a big David Bowie fan, and Marvin Gaye. I like Otis Redding as well. There goes Will. There, oh, yeah, he's doing the Bret Hart move. Yes. Nice, Dax. That's Bret Hart's move. He's down. Opponent goes to the top rope. Bret jumps up quick, nails him, crotches him, and then usually goes for a superplex. So we'll see if Dax goes for a superplex here on Osprey. So tomorrow on Twitter, mark my words, tomorrow on Twitter, somebody will have the side-by-side video of Dax doing that and Bret doing the same thing, jumping up and crotching the guy. Okay, he's not going. He's going to go for a belly-to-back superplex. Is Osprey going to do the 93 Razor Ramon Bret finish? Is he going to fall on him? Yes, he is. Oh. Ooh. I was like, is he really going to beat Osprey? All right, so that's another. We just watched King of the Ring 93 on Sunday night together, and that was the finish of the Bret Hart Razor match. Powerbomb. Oh. Wow. Big, big swinging counts by Bryce. This kid from England is doing good, says Jim Ross. I'll never feel bad about forgetting or getting confused where people are from because I know that Jim Ross will always be worse than me. Ooh. All right, I've got a cat either trying to get in or trying to get out. 1 second. Little Tito got locked out, and he knows how to he knows how to open the door because our doorknobs aren't circular; they're like knobs, so he can grab on it and pull it down. But I had it locked, so he couldn't get in. And he was like, "Let me in, Dad. Let me in." And another big kick out by Dax. Osprey, what are you doing, bro? Yeah, he was going way too much time before the Os cutter. Oof. Oh, too much of Osprey's ass for me. I mean, Osprey's going to win this match. He has to. Oh, caught him in the cutter. Victory roll. Wow. Is he going to poison run him? Nope. Oh. Oh, my God. What a near fall. This is what a big portion of the wrestling Twitter says fans don't want and don't like and isn't going to... Like, I can't... Professional wrestling fans shouldn't want really good professional wrestling matches. Huh? Because that's not going to attract the right type of audience? What? What fucking sense does that make? You hear that shit every day. I'm like, for a second there, I thought you just said wrestling fans don't want good wrestling matches. Must have misunderstood. Casual fans don't care about this. Oh, hey, Tito. Did you have a nice adventure outside? Oh. Oh, wow. Inside out. This is a superbly competitive match. AJ, what's up, man? Thanks for that $10. I will answer that in 1 second. I'm definitely entertained, Roderick. Eric, you are right about it being a barn burner. It's burning the fuck out of that barn. There we go. There we... Oh, wow. What a sit down. Kick out by Dax. Boom. There's the Os cutter. That's got to be it. Nope. Kicks out. Crowd's loving it. Hit him with the elbow. Ball game, and Osprey wins. What a match. What a match. I feel like we could get a debut. That's right. I haven't even thought about Orange Cassidy in a while. These guys kind of look alike. I know I've seen Osprey dressed as Orange Cassidy before. I know they have history. Forbidden Door. I give you Orange Cassidy versus Will Osprey. Or we could just get some sort of multi-person match. Gotta get me one of them Rocky Romero jackets. Where do you pick one of those up? Can I get one like maybe Target or Hot Topic? Forever 21? The juice is loose, freshly squeezed. Look at Kevin Kelly. I love it. I love it. I know I owe you guys some super chats. I'm just trying to get to a commercial or something here. I've always wanted to see Tanahashi and John Cena. I've always viewed them in my brain. I don't know if it's accurate or not, but I viewed them as counterparts to one another in the respective promotions. I am the fucking Forbidden Door. Face to face up next. John and Hiroshi. That's going to be good. Cool. It's a match didn't think I'd really see. Very cool. Anyway, I owe some super chats. AJ Daniels, I want to thank you very much, dude, for that $10. Good to see you. Hopefully you're still here. I know it's been a few minutes since you sent that in. Hey, Greg, quite the week for me, good and bad. Lost a cousin of mine the same way Scott Hall passed. Also, Griff Garrison from AEW is coming to my training school, so I get to train and work with him. That is awesome. Well, that's cool. Maybe get some hair grooming tips from him. Maybe you can grow your shit out like his. Sorry to hear about your cousin, man. That's very sad, especially when you feel like things could have been extended a little bit longer. Really sorry to hear that. But let us know how that goes. I'm kind of curious. It's always cool, I guess, if you're a wrestling student or you're working at a wrestling school to have people come in and out and, be guest trainers and make guest appearances or, do a class or a seminar or something like that. Very cool. Gives you an opportunity to work with and meet a lot of different people. I forget now, AJ, I know you've told me this before, but I forget where you are in the country. Curious about which wrestling school that is, and I apologize for forgetting because I'm sure you've told me before. But I kind of forgot what I had for lunch yesterday, so it's just hard for me to remember everything. Eric, appreciate the $10, my friend. Orange Cassidy versus Will Ospreay certainly appears that way, and that's a match I got no issue with at all. That should be fun for Forbidden Door. Greg, those jackets are in the Walmart female section. Okay, good. Now I know where to go. See, that's all I wanted was some answers. Thank you for that. I will be hitting up the Mart of Walls tomorrow. Straight to the female section. I'm gonna pick me up one of those. Because I need to be more bedazzled on these streams, Sparkles get views. I need more sparkles. I'll probably, if I get that jacket, I'll probably go shirtless underneath. Subscribers should double. Rob Gronkowski. I do not need you in my life. Trey Williams, you got that news? Holy shit. How do you get this exclusive information? My God. You must know people or something. All right, here comes Mox. I need to hit up Becky and Seth for fashion tips. I already have taken fashion tips from them, and I've got... basically, I dress like one of them at funerals. It usually works best, I've found. High school graduations also. Excellent choice to be rocking a suit like that. Because the last thing you want to do is take attention away from the kids, and dressing like that won't. Oh, that's right. You're in Durham. That's right. Yeah, you're NC. I knew that. I know now. You just reminded me, that's all. It's like if you helped me open a jar, you just loosened it. I really did it. Raleigh-Durham area, man, it's a good place to live. There's so many jobs. It's inexpensive, I mean, for the most part, in terms of the rest of the country, cost of living-wise. Pretty reasonable driving distance to beaches and stuff. It's, I think a lot of people, North Carolina is up there in terms of being a state that tends to be attracting a lot of people from the bigger, more expensive cities. Places like California, for example, where I'm at now. New York, same thing. Here he is, Tanahashi. Jim Ross, please don't tell us when you first saw this young man. This young man from the Orient. Whatever he says every time. Jim Ross, just don't speak. Anytime somebody not white or fucking ethnic in any way comes out to the ring, Jim Ross, say nothing. Just eat a biscuit and let Excalibur do the talking. Look at this. This is cool. I think Tanahashi would look damn good with that AEW title, to be honest, but I think it's going to be Moxley. Well, oh shit. Here's the one thing with that prediction. If everybody, including myself, is so sure that Moxley is going to win the title, that means Jay White has to retain. They're not going to have Moxley beat Tanahashi and then have their other guy take their title on top of it. New Japan's not going to do that. So I think it's got to be 1-1. So you could do an upset here and have Tanahashi win that title. He'd be a great name in that company's lineage, to be honest. Yeah, Yachiro, I know. That's what Jim Ross says. He's great. I like Tanahashi's shoes. Could you imagine Mauro Ranallo and Excalibur both on the same commentary team? Holy shit. Jericho's back. Didn't even let him speak. Jesus. Eric, appreciate that $10. I think AEW and New Japan swapping titles for a little bit would be kind of cool. It would. I'd have no issue with that. There's Ty Conti. There she is. You know, if you stare at the screen long enough, Jericho and Sammy Guevara will start to appear. It'll take a while, but they'll show up. You'll see them. Jericho is determined to get the wizard over. That's right. Shut up. I loved that match. Jericho and Tanahashi was great. We might get a tag ahead of Forbidden Door. Tanahashi and Mox against Jericho and Sammy Guevara. Or Sammy Del Sol. So Jericho and the JS is teamed up with Suzuki-gun. They could play a role in Blood and Guts. Oh, no, they're all new members. I love it. I think Ty Conti should be successful if she was just a little bit better looking, you know? Most people don't. Most people find her kind of gross, you know? Why are they here? Because there's a working agreement, Jericho. That's why. Jericho and what, Suzuki?
Jericho, Suzuki, Sammy Guevara versus Mox's little bitch boy, Wheeler Yuta. His other little New Japan young boy, Shota Umino.
Well, dang, this is going to be the six-man at Forbidden Door?
Beat him up at the Tokyo Dome in front of his stupid father, Red Shoes the ref. Jericho, Suzuki, Guevara versus Yuta, Shota Umino. And because I can't wait to get hands on him again, that piece of trash, Eddie Kingston.
Here he comes. Here comes Eddie right away. You don't have to ask him twice.
Charging in with Wheeler Yuta. Look at this, Ortiz with his head shaved. Santana just cleared out the Jericho Appreciation Society. Ahead of not only Forbidden Door, but ahead, of course, of what
Yeah, Blood and Guts, now that they've teamed up here.
with Suzuki, the main event. Oh my God! Sammy Guevara carried his loved one out of here. Oh wait, Tanahashi not only with the Desperado. Tanahashi and Moxley have cleared the ring. But remember, they will face off at Forbidden Door Sunday, June 26th on pay-per-view for the interim AEW World Championship. A pro wrestling dream match to say the very least. What I can't wait to see for Styles and Page. This could be the match of the year. Maybe the match of the decade.
It'll be good. I think it could go either way, too, with those guys.
Now let's take a look back at the history between Darby Allin and Red Dragon, especially how they took out Darby's mentor, Sting.
O'Reilly, you took out the only person in this company that like family to me.
It sounds a little sick, I get it, but my mind just keeps going back to that sound of Sting's ankle going snapping, and it's euphoric to me.
And it's euphoric.
Same exact thing you
Are we going to get a rematch here with Kyle?
Allen,
am going to break your leg.
Get those nails painted and jump your stupid little ass on that skateboard, and you bring yourself this way because I can promise you, you will not be happy with the way this turns out.
Friday at Rampage, you're gonna watch me do the same exact thing to Bobby.
Oh, it's Bobby Fish and Kyle on Rampage. All right.
The toasted cheddar chalupa is back. Only at time.
Ooh, the toasted cheddar chalupa.
When our memory pathways get disrupted, old memories overlap with new ones. A memory from a year ago is like it happened yesterday. Who knows that?
Is she gonna be okay, Daddy?
I would hope now. The funny thing is, another possible reaction or result or something that could result in this allegations and this investigation on Vince McMahon is that the company might not have much of a leg to stand on anymore if people do want the release. I mean, people could be coming up to them and say, I don't want to work here anymore. I'm fucking uncomfortable with this shit. I mean, they would be huge jerk-offs to not let them go with all the shitty publicity that's already kind of coming their way. They should grant anybody who wants out the way out, and that would help somebody like Strong and Ali. Who knows? But Vince isn't usually one to roll over and die either. So he'll deny it or do whatever and hope that his super lawyers can help make this go away. He wears mini skirts. Well, Darby used to wear like Daisy Dukes, like super short black shorts, and now they seem to be cut on the side a little bit, and it kind of more resembles a skirt. Oh my God, our local jeweler here in town is running a commercial. I've been seeing this guy ever since I moved here 12 years ago. And his kids. I've always seen him on TV pushing his jewelry store. Guys, if you don't mind smashing that thumbs up button, I'd appreciate it. Who the hell is Kevin Egan? I think he's doing a great job. Unless he's a dick, then he's doing a terrible job. Oh, look at there. Tony Khan is here. How cool is that? Definitely him, too. We're great, Tony.
Brittany, you're a dentist. That means
Paid any hush money lately to anyone? No? Yeah, I didn't think so.
I dropped out of school when I was 15 years old, and even I am not stupid enough to play the kinds of games that you are. We've all seen you.
Tony Storm promo.
Seen what you bring to the table, Britt. But right here, this is the skill set of a champion. This is the criteria of a world champion. This is what it's going to be. And I'm going to take the women's division to where it should be.
Oh, Tony's going to take us there, huh?
The DMD, oh, we've all seen it. But what we want to see is Tony Storm, world champ.
Yeah, Tony Storm Baker. That's going to be fun. Oh, here comes Ethan Page. Here he comes with his photos. Dan Lambert in his hoodie. It's like you need AEW's got like a casting call. We need an asshole. We need the biggest fucking asshole you can find, and Dan Lambert shows up. So, well, what do you want my character to be? You know, just be who you are every day. be yourself. Maybe I am behind. Let me do a refresh on my stream. I probably am a minute or so behind. I use a DirecTV streaming app. Yeah. Miro's on the stage. That's as far as I can get. Well, I hope Miro kills Ethan Page. I'd hate for Miro to not even make the tournament. He's been my favorite TNT champion so far. So what are they advancing to?
There will be 3 qualifying matches with the overall winner advancing to Forbidden Door. Tomohiro Ishii with a 1-1 record here in AEW will face Yoshinobu Kanemaru. And then Tomoaki Honma, the iron-headed machine, will face Clark Connors, who has a 1-0 record here in AEW after his victory on Dark a few weeks ago. And the winners of those 2 matches will advance. The overall winner will join Pac, the winner of this match, and the winner of Penta and Malachi.
This is so confusing. What is he talking about? Okay, so Excalibur just rolled off a whole bunch of shit. So help me. All these people who qualify, they go to Forbidden Door to do what? Little mini tournament, battle royal, circle jerk. What are we doing at Forbidden Door? I know they've explained it. I just don't know. Or I forgot. Four-way. Okay, thank you. See, that's all I needed to know. All right, so they're doing all this shit, and when everybody's done qualifying, the 4 qualifiers just have a quadruple threat for the title. Got it. It's an interesting way to crown a champion, but they just did a tournament for the Owen, so changing it up, I guess. So not a circle jerk. That's good. Phew. That's a relief. I mean, I like Page a lot. I'd be perfectly fine with Ethan Page winning this whole thing and being the champion. But I am never going to root against Miro. That's just ludicrous. I don't think I could sleep at night if I went to bed knowing I rooted against Miro. I'd definitely cry myself to sleep. Beg for forgiveness. Tweet him every 5 seconds, begging for him to forgive me. Probably enter a psychiatric evaluation. Turn myself in. Complete whatever court-recommended rehab they think I might need. I'll do it. All for Miro. Though every that was a terrible post bump, but every post bump, I always comment on the square ring post, just like Jim Ross. Rat in the Kitchen. I have not watched food reality shows in probably about 10 years. I used to be pretty into them. I love the old school Iron Chef, like the old one from back in the day. Emerald Live and all that shit, and when it was all primitive. And I think I did watch a little bit of the Iron Chef, but then when it started branching out and getting crazy, and there's 19 different reality shows, and now it's more of a entertainment factor. You have some over-the-top asshole chef. Like, what's that guy, Gordon Ramsay? Fuck that guy. I've always wanted to see one of the people in the kitchen that he's verbally berating just to snap and beat the fuck out of him. They must have to sign something that says they can't do that. Because I would lunge at him with blood in my eyes and revenge on my mind.
Pearl Milling Company isn't new to this. We've been stacking tasty, fluffy pancakes since forever. Our perfectly fluffy,
Tasty, fluffy pancakes.
here for every special moment, and we'll always be here. We're Pearl Milling Company. Stack after moments.
Yeah, TJ, I said that on purpose. Tanahashi, it's like on Family Guy, tacos. The lady in Minnesota, come get your tacos. Fresh tacos.
With United Healthcare Dual Complete, there's more for you.
A Midwesterner's idea of a taco and a Southern California person's idea of a taco are two vastly different things. Oh shit, Toxic Banana. I am an asshole. My bad. Thanks for the reminder. Oh yeah, I did see it and I meant to go back to it. My bad. Thank you, dude, very much for that $2. Just bought my first dash cam and nobody can drive. Oh wow. I've never thought about putting one of those in my car. I try not to drive very much if I don't have to. I drive to work, and I've been driving the same way for years, so I know what I'm doing. I'm on a relatively light traffic route, but there is some great scenery around here, anywhere you drive. But yeah, probably reviewing those tapes is pretty nuts. I don't have road rage, but I do have, my girlfriend knows this, I have a lot of impatience on the road because I just don't really enjoy just driving very much unless I'm on a road trip or I'm in no hurry or whatever. But if I'm just like out and about, I just hate getting caught up in like stupid people's driving or stuck behind some idiot doesn't know what they're doing, and it's fucking my time up and taking time away from me being able to do other stuff. So I just like to get where I'm going as quickly as possible and within the laws. Oof. And that's something I need to work on, is my impatience. Well, Mongolian Chop, Miro might get a title. Hopefully hopefully he'll come away with the whole thing here. Edge has a pizza deal. I didn't know that. I didn't really watch Raw on Monday. I watched like a little bit of the first hour. Had very little interest in it on Monday. I did see the Elias thing, though. I'm interested to see how they do that. We just recently talked about them, the makeup department slapping a beard on him and dressing him up to look like Elias. So I'm not surprised they might be going there. Ooh, cutter on Miro. Wow. Kick out by Miro. Mm-hmm. Ramifications. Oh, ooh. I really like the shape that Miro's in. Remember when he first started as Rusev? He was thick. I mean, he's still ridiculously thick, but he's just leaner now. He had that long hair. I always thought that those days, that early Rusev resembled, oh yeah, right hand of Lambert, fuck you. Machka kick, whatever he calls it now. Hell yeah, he calls it the game over. Lean back. Steiner recliner. Tapping right out. Miro wins, right on. But I always thought like early days Miro, like 2014-15 Rusev, looked like a bigger version of an early Taz, of the Tasmanian Devil, when he would have the shaggy hair and he'd kind of stomp around. He kind of reminded me of him, just like a bigger version. So I really like the transition he's made. So it's Pac and Miro have... They just flashed that bracket up. I missed all the 76 names that were on there. That's right. Dante and John.
It's not about Dante Martin's potential. It's about time everybody caught up.
Luxuriating in violence here.
Oh, God.
When stars like John Moxley go down, it is going to be people like me who take his spot. So this Friday on Rampage,
Okay, so this is a Rampage match.
going to be born, and that star is an inhuman.
Well, we saw what Moxley was able to do for Wheeler Yuta in that crazy match. This should be a fun one to watch. AEW likes to do these matches, you know, have the established guy just in there with a younger guy who takes him to the limit. It's great. Puts very valuable experience on a lot of these wrestlers that they need to be in these type of matches in front of an audience that's just eating it up. A big audience on TV, bigger stage. All that stuff just grows you as a performer. And I think AEW does a pretty good job of getting opportunities to people that they see a potential in being a big star later, you know, if things work out. And we should give them some matches and give them some rub here, see how they do. There's just potential written all over this guy or gal, you know. They don't hit on everything, but I think they got the right idea overall. I don't believe, one of the things I think, another thing that AEW should fucking work on is acknowledge the fact that you have a pretty goddamn good women's champion right now. So I hope she's doing commentary somewhere, or she maybe runs out here. I can actually see that happening. I was about to say, if Thunder Rosa is not on the show, that's going to be disappointing, but I have a feeling we're going to see her in this match. She'll probably run out. Toni Storm is just ridiculous. Super interesting interviews with Tony on Jericho and Renee Paquette. What's the story? Who's the young woman that's the timekeeper? Like the Mark Eaton of AEW. Who is that? How'd she get that job? How can I take it from her? Yeah, I'm a big fan of both of these women. I can already tell because I know how the audience is wired. The Brit hate is going to get pretty intense in the next year or so. It's probably already starting, but they're gonna have all that Charlotte type of butt hurtness. They're gonna project that onto her. So I'm going to plant my flag early and say I'm never going to jump on that bandwagon because everybody's going to. Everybody's going to. Oh, half y'all too will. I promise you. I thought Dasha Fuentes was the ring announcer. I'm talking about the timekeeper, the girl with the green hair. But I'm going to stick by her because I think she's great. And these might be two of my favorite in the whole company. There's Thunder Rosa. I knew it. So get out of my way, Rebel. And Jamie Hayter, I think, has got like great potential to be like a badass. She's so damn tough. If she ever breaks away from Britt or does her own thing, I think she has success potential there. Pitcher and pitcher. Oh yeah, the Rhea Ripley thing where the woman said that Rhea stole her look or something, but nobody's ever heard of this girl. And yeah, I saw that. That was weird. When are we going to get Sunny Kiss back on TV? Roderick, what do you mean you're undecided? Y'all, I'd like to point out Roderick apparently does not have human eyeballs. They don't exist. He just has 2 patches of skin. I'm kidding, Roderick. But come on now. Come on now.
Dish on demand now lets you auto-advance to the next episode.
I don't use the term flawless very often. But she's darn close.
Yep. Skip the credits with auto-advance from Dish. Tune in to you.
Working out doesn't have to be this complicated. That's why I made walking my workout. With Skechers' new Workout Walker. They're loaded with performance and comfort technology to add more spring to your step. Just put them on and walk. Try Skechers' new Workout Walker.
Light beer shouldn't taste like water.
Light beer shouldn't taste like water. I don't remember the last time I had a Miller Lite. I'm going to go 99, 2000. It might be my last time I had a Miller Lite. I had Coors Lights in the mid-2000s. But I've been Stella for probably like 13 years now, 14 years.
Why aren't there any builders out there? You can't build a better skyline than this.
Nature Valley has donated over $8 million to help preserve our national parks because life happens out there.
Yeah, Alex, when I was talking about Tony Storm, I'm talking about within the confines of planet Earth. And I don't think Jade Cargill came from here. I think Jade Cargill was delivered here from outer space. She's ridiculous. I don't even know how a human body gets to that degree. So I just don't believe it's real. And she just rode in here on an asteroid. She's from planet what the fuck? I think if you cut her arm, like with a knife, blood wouldn't come out. You just see like wires and sparks and shit. I'm not even totally sure if Jade's an alien. She could have just been created in outer space because that's the only place large enough, to sustain the impact of her birth. If it happened here on Earth, we'd probably just sink right into a black hole of hotness. So just doing it out there in outer space gives her room to come in to this universe, and then she comes back down. So maybe that doesn't even qualify as an alien. All I know is she ain't human. Oh my God. I would not take that bump if I was in the women's division. Tony Storm, that was a... She needs a minute. You need to back off, Tony. That was a lot of impact. I mean, I know that's a somewhat protected spot that does look bad. That always looks bad. And it usually looks worse than it is. But she might have... Britt, is she selling this, or is she really struggling? Is she all right? No, she's saying she's all right. Oh, look at that. Playing possum. Yes. Oh, and she was smiling. All right, Britt's all right. She had me fooled. Oh. She had me fooled. Oh. I mean, that was a great bump in the corner. That worked so well because of how good the bump looked. If that would have been a shitty-looking bump and, just been like, oh, Britt's overselling it. But she took it so hard that it made me jump back. She did. Oh. Nice. Storm Zero, she got her here? Good win. Big win. Now, these two did wrestle. Were they in the Owen and Britt beat her and everybody's pissed, right? And I was like, it's all good. Getting fans behind someone is not a bad thing. And fans' anger and her not beating Britt, it's just going to build her popularity. She turns around now and beats Britt. Now she's getting a title shot.
Yes, we are here with Stokely Hathaway. Breaking news this Friday on Rampage, the TBS champion Jade Cargill has issued an open challenge. I will be making
I love Stokely.
Yes, I will be getting 2 paychecks in one night, which is why I'm the best at what I do. So, oh my God.
Oh, nice. I love Willow.
Yes. I know what you're here for. I love the look. I love the afro. I had one too back in the day. I want to be a baddie.
I love the look. I love the afro.
I don't want to be a baddie. That's gonna. You don't remember? You really don't remember me. Willow Nightingale. We worked together. We crossed paths so many times in the past. But
He doesn't remember.
you're so far paying attention to everybody else, chasing their success, clapping.
I think if you meet Willow, you'll remember Willow.
I'm trying to prove myself. See, this Friday on Rampage, I want to accept Jade's open challenge for the TBS Championship.
One thing, with all due disrespect, that's crazy as hell. I'll see you on Friday.
That's crazy as hell. But I'll see you on Friday. All right, Hangman. Hangman is here. I'm going to go to a commercial before we get Hangman talking. I got to get me one of them Hangman shirts. Wear that to a wedding. Hangman's the man. I love Adam Page. He's great. Oh yeah, so is he going to still want that match with Okada? Or is he switching it to Jay White now? Hangman's easy to like. He really is. Plus, he's gotten himself over to a pretty big degree without any brushes whatsoever with WWE.
may not still be champ. And lo and behold, this weekend Okada lost that championship. Funny life.
My hands are sweating, so I'm putting them on my fan.
The sentiment has not changed. And the challenge still stands. Because at Forbidden Door, you really are a stupid
Here it comes. Yep. Well, Cole and Page already had their deal.
First of all, a huge congratulations to the new IWGP World Heavyweight Champion, my good friend, Jay White. And secondly, I don't know why I have to keep repeating myself, but Paige, you will not challenge for that championship at Forbidden Door. And if anyone's going to challenge for it, it's going to be me. Because Forbidden Door is not about AEW hell. It's not even about New Japan Pro Wrestling. Forbidden Door is about the undisputed elite. Forbidden Door is about the Bullet Club, and the best way to showcase that event
Yeah, there's going to be a turn. Bullet Club turning on Adam Cole.
versus Jay White. And speaking of Forbidden Door, Okada, he's not even gonna be there. But there is someone here tonight who would love to come out and say hello.
Is it Jay White? I think it is. It is. Oh, shit, he's in the ring. Well, this is totally fine with me. Blade Runner to Page. Well, I'm perfectly fine with this match. Every bit as much so as I would be with Okada. Now we got the... look at that. Belt is in the ring. Hey, look, another belt.
Professional wrestling. And the IWGP World Heavyweight Champion. So, Hangman, what makes you think that you call the shots? Because you couldn't beat CM Punk? You lost your AEW World Championship. Oh, and hey, buddy, our singles record, 2-0 to the Switchblade.
Switchblades beat him twice.
I'm gonna put my championship on the line at Forbidden Door. It's not gonna be against you, buddy.
Oh. Not going to be against Cole either.
Let's go, baby. Let's go, Jay. That's what I'm talking about. But, Adam, it's not gonna be against you either.
Uh-oh. Too bad. So who is it going to be against then? Who's it gonna be?
I hold the power. Because this here, you gotta think about it. This here means that the world now breathes with the Switchblade because this is the Switchblade era.
Well, something tells me it might still be Page at the end of this thing. Oh, Bryan Danielson. I'd love it to be Bryan Danielson. Yeah, they're probably going to do Page and Cole again, but we've done that match a couple times already, but... Look at Cole. What are you doing, man? All right, ladder match main event is next. I will be right back. Talk amongst yourselves. I'll give you a topic. Vince McMahon is fucked. Discuss.
Everyone can join a free-to-play pool for AEW's next big event. Just answer questions about what will happen and win a share of $10,000. And new Sportsbook customers
right, we're back. We are back. Yeah, Vince beat the government. He's not really up at against the government at this point in time. He's up against his own company investigating him. And what they uncover could, from a company standpoint, possibly force him out. Worst case scenario. So we will see what happens. Should be a wild, bumpy ride of crazy. Alechi, I kind of think they might be winning tonight. I mean, think about how many times Jurassic Express has survived title defenses we thought they would lose for sure. I think their time might finally be up here, especially with the Hardys going down the way they did. They might just want to put the belts on the Bucks. But this might be a match they want to just get over with, and they don't want to draw back to and remember. If you put the title on the Bucks, you're always going to remember them for winning the titles in the match that the Hardys were supposed to be in, but weren't in because Jeff got a DUI. I don't know if they think like that, but I might keep that in mind. They might just want to get through the match, get it done, and do a title change somewhere else down the road. I guess it could go either way, but part of me thinks the Bucks might do it. Could be the night Christian turns. I've proposed a swerve and have Luchasaurus turn, or Jungle Boy turn, or Christian and Jungle Boy turn on Luchasaurus. Something like that. Everybody's expecting just Christian to turn on Jungle Boy or turn on the both of them. But I think you might split up the actual Jurassic Express. If they lose the titles, what more mileage do they really have left in the team? Other than just treading their water for another 9 months before they get a title shot again or something. So, you might do the split here. I think 2 of the 3 of them will stay together, and 1 will be branched off, is what I kind of think. And that doesn't necessarily mean it has to be Christian is the one to do it. All right, here come the Buckaroos. The not-so-young Buckaroos. Nick is the older one, right? Nick's older than Matt. Rancho Cucamonga is not far away from me at all. Latter-day Saints. That's funny. I don't know why I find that so funny. Oh, good, a table. I wonder if someone will go through that. That's right. It was Full Gear last year when they beat the Bucks. They going to get another victory over here, do you think? I kind of think the Bucks might take the belts. It was Nick Khan's plan to take over WWE. You have to wonder if you do have like sinister business people that target companies to where they know they have a vulnerable CEO. They come in, they get themselves to the top position, and then expose the CEO for all the fucked up shit he did. He's out. You're in. You never know. Make for a great movie. All right, here they come. Look at Jungle Boy. Hey, our belts are already up there, man. So Jungle Boy, for some reason, is wearing Anna Jay's underwear to the ring, which I guess is cute. God damn, those belts look high up. They look very high up. I don't believe the Intercontinental belt was that high up at WrestleMania 10. I think it was way lower than that. Eric, appreciate the $5. What do I think of Jonathan Gresham versus Jay White? You know, meaning like previous matches they had or matches now? I like them both. Big double clothesline. But I'm also not super versed in their history either, you know? Oh, big dive. I love that it's not a TLC match. It's just a ladder match, but it's set up like a TLC. They have tables set up around the ring. You shouldn't technically be doing that. Oh, wow, what a run off the ladder. I mean, I just think if you want to pull out tables from under the ring, obviously, yes. But the fact that they're cutting out the middleman here and just setting him up out there, is that what we do now in wrestling?
Remember, Jungle and Luchasaurus, they've been in disadvantageous situations before. Look at this. And they have prevailed every time.
Could AEW technically make like a CLT match, a chairs, ladders, and tables match, and do a CLT pay-per-view? I like Nick's California flag bearskin trunks. Or whatever the hell's going on there. Not trunks, gear, I should say. Trunks. Oh, for Forbidden Door. Of course, Eric. Yeah, then hell yeah. Got to start looking at everything and how many matches this pay-per-view is likely to have and see what matches we haven't really had booked yet. Another ladder. Oh, Swerve and Lee have got an interview on Rampage because Swerve threw Lee out, I think, that Battle Royal, right? See, Number Moonsalt, appreciate the $2 from you. Why did TNA and Ring of Honor not appeal to you in the 2000s? I guess it was maybe just accessibility. I wasn't really, you know, I would have to like look for it on TV. I mean, I know I could find it on the internet, but the internet is so much easier to capture and catch things now, even with YouTube's advancements and social media and all that stuff that wasn't as big back then. So I just didn't really, and I was kind of not even really interested in WWE, just not really interested in wrestling that much, but followed it out of a loyalty. So finding other companies to watch at the time, I didn't have any sort of crazy grudges against WWE. I just saw the changes in wrestling, and that was it. Wasn't really looking for alternatives. So that's pretty much why. Where now, I'm definitely looking for alternatives because I'm 10 years deep in YouTube, and I cover wrestling, and I want to cover shit that I like, and I couldn't imagine a wrestling industry without AEW right now. It'd be pretty bleak, and there goes Matt through a table. Table explodes. Jesus. Oh. Yeah, WWE doesn't, just because they don't do the pay-per-views, you can't take the name. They've probably trademarked it, but oh gosh, here comes Nick. Oh God, Nick. 450 onto Luchasaurus through a table. Looked like it hurt like a motherfucker. My God. Ugh. But no, I do not want to see AEW start doing TLC pay-per-views. They need to stop chasing waterfalls and just stick to the rivers and the lakes that they're used to. Eric, 5 more from you. Thank you, dude. Do you think Cody is an inside AEW agent and went to WWE to expose the Vince scandal? No. He wouldn't need to go there to expose the Vince scandal. They could do that from home. They could do that with his dog next to him in his living room. Well, Brandy brings him a sandwich. It would be that easy. I think if anything, it could be the Nick Khan scenario. You know, maybe he's been targeting WWE for a lot of years, knowing that when the time is right, Vince is ripe for a fall, and when he gets himself to a certain level in the company where he's got power, you leak something or you do something, and then chain of events happens, Vince gets outed, and you're the man now. I could see that corporate strategy existing. I hate the business world. I fucking hate it. I would never enter it or be a part of it. I'll make my money other ways. But they're ruthless motherfuckers, man. And I could see something like that happening. Don't know if it's happening here. It's just, it kind of makes sense that it could. But apparently Nick Khan and the McMahons are all friendly and shit. At least that's what they try to say. But man, I'd love a Triple H autobiography one day. My God, the stories he probably knows and could tell.
Is it still cool if I catch a ride home with you? I never said it was. Technically, you didn't say it wasn't. It's not. Yeah.
There's nothing like the tasty fluffiness of pearl.
You don't know about the Vince stuff? In a nutshell, WWE, the WWE board is launching an internal investigation on Vince McMahon over some sort of a $3 million payment that was made that apparently is some sort of hush money to a woman he had an affair with. And there are more details than that go into it in terms of his relationship with her, and John Laurinaitis is involved. And this is just one of many allegations that has surfaced against Vince, but this was the Wall Street Journal publishing the article and informing the public that there's an investigation going on right now with WWE. And when you think about the timing of everything else, Shane McMahon recently leaving, Stephanie McMahon recently stepping away, did they know this was coming? More and more rumors every day with them positioning the company for a sell, and then this happens. It's could go down as a pretty historic day. It doesn't feel like it's going to be a bullet that Vince is going to be able to dodge this time. You know, he's been so lucky. He should probably just kept it a family-run company, and then he could keep all of his secrets, you know, but when it goes public and it's, you know, has these mega billion-dollar deals from TV, you know, networks and places like Saudi Arabia, your shit's going to come out, man. Your dirty laundry's going to come out. If 2016 has taught us anything, it's that most people probably won't care about this. Oh, you want to grab a pussy? Go right ahead. It's locker room talk. Oh, big kicks from Lucha. God, the Bucks are just getting fucking wasted here. Jesus. Oh, Ryback and Vince Russo are the smoking gun. I don't know how they would have enough information on Vince to start anything. But thanks for that $2 more, Eric. We'll see. If Ryback had any information like this on Vince McMahon, he would have used it long ago, because he is a desperate, sad, pathetic bag of shit who's desperate for attention. What are you going to do when you get there? Yeah. Smack him with a ladder? That's what. Just fucking black ladders, man. Yeah, Angie, I kind of do think that. I think Stephanie got the fuck out of Dodge, so when the shit did hit the fan, it didn't get on her. Or it was minimalized on her. And maybe that's Vince's, he's trying to protect them because he knows that they know. And maybe he doesn't want to put them in a position of having to speak to investigators, or I don't know what the fuck, but could have something to do with it, yeah. Timing is interesting. These things could be completely unrelated, but I think the likelihood is that they are. Lucha had one hand on at least one belt. Oh, double powerbomb onto this ladder. Oh. Nice poison Rana. Jesus. Despite the ludicrousness of the move, Poison Rana, it's one of my favorites if delivered well. And Jungle Boy takes him better than anybody. Because that's a move that requires a lot of cooperation. Big, soaring top rope elbow from Matt Jackson onto Luchasaurus through the table onto the floor. Oh, good overhead shot. That's awesome. They got an overhead ceiling shot of Matt doing the elbow. Yeah, I'm sure. Oh, I'm sure everybody knows what Vince is up to. I bet Linda knows. Oh, man. Nick has got a busted open mouth there. I don't know how bad it is. Have they? Oh, they have stacked ladders. Or, I'm sorry, tables. That's right. Somebody's about to WrestleMania 17 these tables here. Up, shoes off. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. That's one way to win. Boy, Jungle Boy, all of a sudden, wrestlers knew how to climb up a ladder. When they need to get up there quick, all of a sudden, their inability to climb ladders just goes away. And all of a sudden, they're professional ladder climbers. What do you do for a living? Climb ladders. It's dominant hand. Yeah, he's marked up on his back, too. Nick's a mess. Oh, God. Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh. I thought they were going to try to go onto the tables, and I'm like, they're too far away. I was like, they're going to miss. Ugh, that scared the shit out of me. Well, that means the table bump is still coming. Will Osprey and Orange Cassidy official. I think that was pretty obvious. And it's for the IWGP US title, which I don't know why Will Osprey didn't bring. Oh, God. Oh, shit. Don't put Lucha through a table. Oh, God. Oh, my God. He just flat-backed it. Oh, my God. He just dove down like Buttercup at the end of Princess Bride. I can hear like a Celine Dion song playing in the background. You're here. Jungle going up. Oh, like a BT trigger to Jungle coming up. Nick is a mess. Busted nose, mouth, back's all gaffed up. And these guys are out. Luchasaurus after his Olympic dive into the tables. And Bucks taking out Jungle. That's it. Ball game. New champs. Yeah, I had a feeling. It's like they're probably going to go back to the Bucks here. First ever, two-time AEW Tag Team Champions. That's appropriate. That was a good match despite everything. No turn still for Christian, but maybe that'll be coming. I don't think there's enough time here to do it before they go off air with less than a minute left. But yeah, another good Dynamite. We crowned new AEW Tag Team Champions. Of course, the big talk of the day was the Vince McMahon stuff, which we've discussed intermittently here throughout the live reaction. And we'll deep dive that and really unpack it more on Saturday for the podcast. I had planned to do a Judgment Day 2000 review tomorrow at 3 p.m. Pacific, 6 p.m. Eastern. I've bumped it one day. We're doing it now on Friday. I've adjusted the time on the live stream. So if you plan to join us tomorrow, just move that over to Friday, same time. I just need one more day because I'm required a little bit early tomorrow for work. So that's what's coming up. It's going to be a busy weekend here. And we got to talk about Sunday. Depends on what happens in the NBA Finals. I think if we do a watch-along, we'll probably be going head-to-head with Slammiversary. Oh, here's Christian now. Here we go. Here we go. Let's see what happens. Nope. No turn. Christian's helping him. I mean, if there's an overrun here, yeah, he's going to nail him. Yeah. There we go. There we go. There it is. Boom. That son of a bitch. Finally turned on him. I was just saying, I'm like, I don't think there's enough time to get the turn done. Plus, the Bucks just won the title. That's probably going to be what's going to close the show. And Christian, oh, what's he doing? He's going to concerto poor Jungle Boy. Jungle Joy Boy. Oh, Jungle Boy's mom and sister are there? Oh. Does he not have any friends? Poor Jungle. Christian, you son of a bitch. Well, we didn't get any swerve like I thought, but that was pretty good. You could tell, though. Once they cut to Christian helping him, I'm like, they're either going to swerve us and not do it, or they're finally going to do it. Oh, Christian does it. All right, and we go off the air with Christian laying the jacket on Jungle Boy's face. What a sickening, dastardly human, that Christian Cage. Jungle Boy is going to want revenge on him. So anyway, wasn't expecting that. Here I was signing off, and Christian turns heel last minute. So anyway, like I was saying about these videos, we got Judgment Day review coming up on Friday, big podcast coming up on Saturday. We will really unpack the Vince McMahon situation because we're probably going to learn a lot between now and then. And then on Sunday, I'm playing the watch along by ear. I think it depends on what happens in the NBA Finals. If it goes to a 7th game, maybe we won't do a watch along because a lot of people are going to be watching that. And I think there's Slammiversary, somebody said this weekend. Got to take a look at the Sunday schedule. But if it does go to Game 7, another thing I could do is just add Game 7 of the NBA Finals to the title, and we'll have the pay-per-view on here, and I'll have the game on here, and we'll watch every fucking thing. So I'll give it some thought and let you guys know on Saturday what we are going to do. American Dad live reaction stream. We could do that one day too. But anyway, thanks for being here again on another super fun Dynamite, and I will catch y'all on Friday for the Judgment Day review.